What's up, guys? This is my new 2026 Suzuki DRZ. I just got, what in the world? What is this hanging off the back of this? How did I not notice this? Holy crud. Good grief, this thing. What in the world? Yeah, this thing hanging off the back, this monstrosity of a fender has to go. Yeah, I don't know who designed this, but this looks just plumb silly. So we're gonna have to do something about this. Not to mention that it's also made out of some pretty cheap plastics that I'm pretty sure the first time I drop the bike on the trails are going to break. And I'm gonna have to do something about it regardless. Not that I plan on dropping the bike, but just to be on the safe side. And while we're at it, though the stock seat actually looks pretty good, is an absolute abomination to my tailbone. Whoever designed this seat at Suzuki should have criminal charges brought against them. I'm not joking. The engineers that designed this seat must have been into medieval torture or something. That's all I can guess to why they left this seat like this and from the factory. Yeah, 20 to 30 minutes on this seat and you feel like the stunt double from the movie Bone Tomahawk. I think I'd rather be held upside down and have a jackhammer taken to my tailbone than sit on this seat again. Fortunately, I got solutions to both of these issues. Stay tuned. I talked it over with my dog and he had a good idea that we should contact Flexi Fender for getting a new tail tidy for the bike. So we did that, and also he told me to reach out to Seat Concepts. And so we've done that, and after waiting a while for shipping, we're going to put on the new seat as well. So he's super excited about it, and I'm super excited about it as well. I'll spare you the boredom of an install video. This is a pretty straightforward install for these products. You can download instructions from Flexi Fender when you get the fender. I recommend that. I didn't do it, and I had to do a little backtracking, which I absolutely hate to do when I'm working on things because I'm very impatient. But even with the backtracking, I was able to do the fender install in about an hour. That includes removing the stock fender, which had a ton of screws and bolts for some reason to remove it, and then installing the new fender as well. I'm really happy actually with this Flexi Fender because I didn't have to do no wire cutting to make the turn signals work. I was just able to disconnect the stock ones and reuse them with the original connectors. And you'll make use of a couple of parts that are included with the original fender. You'll just transfer them over to the Flexi Fender, no big deal. But overall, a pretty straightforward, easy install for sure. The neat thing about this fender is the way it's made. I think it's 3D printed, and it's made of some kind of flexible filament that's basically indestructible. So this thing's gonna have a lot of flex, so if you drop your bike, you know, the license plate or the turn signals will flex with the fender and they shouldn't break. So it's a pretty neat and nifty design behind it. I mean, here you can see the comparison of the Flexi Fender size to the original fender size, and there is a huge difference. I don't have it oriented correctly, by the way, here, but still you can get an idea for the size, the difference in size. I definitely think the Flexi Fender is absolutely the way to go if you want to clean up the back of your motorcycle. Here you can see the fender installed on the back of the motorcycle, oriented correctly, and you can see the flex that it has and how much smaller it is than the stock one too. Obviously I'm missing the license plate here and the turn signals and the rear light, which you'll reuse from the factory fender. And here she is with all the stuff installed, all the lights. Looks a lot better if you ask me. So huge shout out, huge thanks to Flexi Fender. This is a really neat, cool product. I definitely highly recommend this. Only thing I don't have on here is the license plate, which I'll show a shot of that here in a sec. But overall, this looks so much cleaner and so much better. Looks great, if you ask me. Way better than the atrocity that was originally on here, for sure. And here you have the rear light and brake light. The rear turn signals, what they look like on here, minus the license plate still. And it looks really clean, looks really good. I really like the way this looks. Huge improvement in the styling. It's pretty wild how something that's pretty simple product, but is really easy, pretty basic product, but still makes such a huge difference. and it's very easy to install too. So yeah, highly recommend this for sure, definitely. And here you can see with the license plate installed and the functionality of this, so much better than stock. I don't know why bikes ain't made like this from the factory. So once again, huge shout out to Flexi Fender. Oh yeah, here's the luggage rack I installed. I got this off of Amazon, and it's a pretty good product too. And I forgot to, or well, I didn't forget, but I had my dog bag that Tanner rides in already on top of it, so it was kind of hard to see. But here it is, and it looks pretty sleek and has a pretty slim profile to it. So I like it, and also it comes with some handy grab rails that come off the side, which I like that. I like having something to grab the bike and move it around and pick it up if it falls. It required a little modification to install, a little bit of drilling, but wasn't a huge deal. It was pretty easy to install, obviously. Oh, and now for the seat concept seat. Thank God for this product, because without it, this bike would be nearly intolerable for rides longer than 20 to 30 minutes. So I definitely appreciate the extra cush for my tush. So huge thanks to Seat Concepts for this. On the original seat, I had done about a 3 or 4 hour ride going to hit some trails, and it was so bad, the pain that I was in after getting back, that I nearly gave up riding altogether. I think it took me nearly a month to recover, to be honest. As bad as the stock seat is from Suzuki, they would have been better off to just ship the bike without a seat. I mean, come on. Great bike, absolutely atrocious stock seat. But thank God my Seat Concept seat finally arrived after a little bit of a wait. As you can see, the Seat Concept seat has a much wider base at the rear of the seat compared to the stock one. The padding is way better feeling, and overall this should definitely add to comfort on longer rides on the bike for sure. I haven't taken it on a lengthy test ride yet, but I'll update on the channel when I do. That being said, I'm already certain that just about anything will be better than the stock seat, especially this, which feels pretty good from just having sit on it after installing it. So if you're planning on getting a new DRZ4S, or even the Supermoto version, you might as well go ahead and order a new seat for it right from the get-go, because you're not going to be satisfied with the stock seat unless you're only doing rides of 15 minutes or less. But for those of us that are looking to do more lengthy adventures on our DRZ, this is an absolute must of a purchase for this bike. So huge thanks to Seat Concepts for this seat. Anyways guys, that's about all I got. Till next time, God bless and ride safe.